What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph! I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, we are coming back to Pearl Jam. Yes indeed, Pearl Jam fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from F. Grillo 29, Shad S, C. Summers, Heath Kime, Smooby PJ, and Binaural Tunes. They all want to see me react to this song from Pearl Jam called Immortality. Now, to the best of my knowledge, I have not heard this song before. It does not strike a bell, it does not ring a bell with me, so to the best of my knowledge, I haven't heard it. Now, as always, if I start listening to the song and I go, oh, I've heard this before, I recognize this, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Rugs1996, and this video has 275,255 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Pearl Jam, Immortality from Seattle in 2003. So we got a nice live performance here. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Pause. Song's got a nice feel to it. It's got that that minor it's got that minor ballad feel to it, which I dig. If I have my druthers between minor ballads or major ballads, I'll take minor ballads any day. I feel like they're sadder. I like a sad. If you're gonna do a ballad, make it a sad ballad. I love it. What does that remind me of? There's a song that this reminds me of. It's not this song, but the riff that they're playing, it reminds me of a song. Oh God, what? It's an REM song, I think. I don't know the name of the song, but it has that same modular feel, the same progression, not exactly the same progression, but a very similar progression, of that descending line progression. Starting at the 5, going and then coming down. It's, oh God, I don't know the song, but It sounds familiar. It's not the song. I haven't heard the song before, but it's very similar to that song that I'm thinking of. Anyway, let's keep going here.
And demand for public show swept out through the cracks beneath the door. Holier than thou, surrendered, executed. Anyhow, scroll is all, cigar box on the floor. The children friends home. There's a chapter in my song.
That was slick. I loved how they did that. What they did there is during the guitar solo, as the guitar solo got up to an apex, they started to grow with it. And it grew, and it grew, and it grew, and it grew to their own apex while the solo was still going on, but not burying the solo. You could still hear the solo. You could still hear it. But they grew and they grew and they grew and they grew, and then they came straight down out of it, letting the guitar solo continue, and it's coming down, not as fast as everyone else did, but now it's decrescendoing as well to come, I believe, to a final resting point. Very smart arrangement. Very smart arrangement. Good job on that. Yep. I like what Jeff's doing over there. Line there from Jeff. Nice. Yeah, Jeff, play it. I'm digging this part. I love the fact that Jeff is getting a chance to do some melodic stuff. That's fantastic. He's doing a great job of it too. It seems like everybody's kind of, I wouldn't say a noodle bake. I wouldn't say this is a noodle fest. But everybody is sporadically here and there putting their own little melodic riff in, which is, but they're doing it, they do the little riff and then they go right back into the chords. They go right back into the context of the song. And the noodles that they do, the little riffs that they do, they all do fit in the context of the song. So it's not like it's going off on a completely different tangent. It all fits. So nice job. Really nice job. Oh, just busting off the upright for the next song. Yeah, that was actually a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Not much. For those of you that have been watching the channel, you know me and acoustic shows, I'm not usually big on acoustic performances, but this was actually very enjoyable. Very enjoyable. Well, there you go, folks. That was Pearl Jam with Immortality, a live performance from Seattle in 2003. This was a request from F. Grillo29, Shad S., C. Summers, Heath Kime, Smo B. PJ, and Binaural Tunes. Okay. I think Pearl Jam fans are actually going to be a little surprised at the score I'm going to give here. Considering the fact that this was an acoustic show, this is a pretty high score for me. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.6. Yep, 8.6. I feel good with that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
A lot of great stuff happening in that performance. They're playing a minor mode, which I appreciate already. The fact that they're playing a ballad in a minor mode instead of a happy mode, which I always appreciate ballads that are in minor modes more than I appreciate ballads in major modes. So glad they did that. It had a very nice chordal structure to it, a nice riff going down. Let's see, relatable. And like I said, it sounded familiar, but just it's familiar. It's not a direct copy, but it was kind of reminiscent. That descending line was really nice. Vocal delivery on this, very appropriate for the style. It wasn't a weak delivery either. That's the thing. Like Eddie Vedder's vocals on this, it was subdued, it was softer, but it wasn't weak. It was still supported. And it came through. His vocals came through clear as a bell. I couldn't understand what he was saying due to the acoustics and it was a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Diffusion in the due to the venue, but nonetheless I could hear him, which was really nice. The guitar, let's go back. Actually, before we get to the guitars, let's start with the drumming. Drumming was very tasteful, very nicely done. Soft and subdued, but kept the pulse going the whole time, which is really nice. Good use of fills. When he did fill, it was tasteful. It wasn't overly done. It was actually, he probably could have done a little, some of the fills he did, he probably could have done a little more if he had wanted to, and he would have gotten away with it. But what he did was perfectly fine. Jeff Amen's bass playing on this, really solid. Lots of good usage of pedal notes at the beginning. For those of you that are not, I know I've used that before, and I've had some people ask, what are pedal notes? Pedal notes are notes that you play at the bottom. They're like the bottom of the chord, and they resonate and they ring out, and you just hold them. They get the name from organists that would use the pedal keys down at the bottom with their feet. They would play these pedals that were also, just like the keyboard, they had the white keys and the black keys, but they were down below, and you played them with your feet, and they were always like the bass subtones, you know, the pedal tones. That's what a pedal tone is the pedal. That's where he gets his name. So he was playing pedal tones to fill out the sound at the beginning, and then after the solo, where everybody built and built and built and built, everybody came out, he started getting a little more active. He started playing fifths and up on the neck, not just fifths of the pedals, but up an octave. So he was actually +5 above the octave, so which was really nice. And then towards the end of the song, he started getting melodic. Like he started playing melodic lines or counter melody lines to what the guitar players were doing. Very cool. It was really cool to see the bass playing evolve in this song. And I think this is what really kind of sold me on the song, was Jeff Ament's bass playing and the evolution of the playing throughout the entire song. And it just started out simple pedal notes, held, boom, and just let it ring. Next note, boom, let it ring. And it just evolved and evolved and evolved. And that was really cool to see. The guitar playing on this, Stone did a great job. I can't really say a whole lot about Stone, because Stone was just playing the chords and feeling it out. And listen, nothing wrong with that. He did a great job of doing what he was supposed to do. So kudos to him. Didn't do anything wrong. Mike McCready playing that 12 string, I didn't realize it at first, but we started soloing and I heard 2 notes. And the first thing that went to my mind was, are he and Stone doing a duet where they're playing octaves, playing a unison line in octaves? But then I actually got to see the headstock of Mike's guitar, and I saw it was a 12 string. I'm like, oh, okay, well that's where the octave's coming from. Soloing on a 12 string, it's, believe it or not, I know people like, it's just another string. Try it sometime. Soloing on a 12 string is not easy. It's quite more challenging than playing on a 6 string. Because you got to hit 2 strings. And now look, I know the 2 strings are literally right next to each other. I mean, there is like, I don't know how much space there is exactly. It's like 1/8 of an inch between the 2 strings. It's small, maybe even 1/16 of an inch. It's a small space between the 2, but there's still that space. And a lot can happen when you have space and you're playing with a pick, or even when you're playing with fingers. There's always a chance for a slip up. There's always a chance for your finger that's supposed to be holding down 2 strings slips off of one of them. There's always the chance that when you pick, you only hit one of the strings and you completely miss the other string by accident. There's always that chance, okay? So playing a 12 string, when you're playing a solo, when you're doing a solo line, it is a lot tougher than, well, not a lot, but it is tougher. It's more of a challenge than playing a regular 6. So, hearing him solo with a 12 string was different. It was cool. I dug that. I absolutely dug it. I dug the sound he was getting. Almost sounded like a sitar. Almost, or like a mandolin. I mean, it had I don't know if he was using a patch or just that's because it was playing with a 12 string. I'm not sure, but it definitely got like an East Indian like feel to it almost. Now, maybe it's because of he was playing in a Dorian scale too. I'm not sure. But or Dorian mode, but I mean, in any case, it sounded really good. It sounded fantastic to me. I dug it. Do I have any complaints? To be perfectly honest with you, no, I don't. I don't have any complaints about this. Even the fact that it was an acoustic. And listen, if you've been watching this channel for any amount of time, you know me in acoustic shows. I am not a fan of acoustic settings. I'm not a fan of acoustic shows. This is one of those rare occasions where I actually enjoyed this. I really legitimately enjoyed this. And this is why it's getting the 8.6. Saw some great things, heard some great things, and at the end of the day, I thoroughly enjoyed this. So, yeah, 8.6, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It will do me a world of good and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.